I'm a rookie here, Charlie Kirk, and I
No, you're
heard
not.
about this.
Oh, you're a rookie at AmFest. Okay. Not in
Yeah,
broadcasting.
Not this part. This part, I'm freaking old. But this is insane. This is another level. This is what, 20,000 strong
20,000
this year?
people, yeah.
Compared to when you started it 4 or 5 years ago?
Boy, 4 or 5 years ago, we had like 5,000 people. But when we first started our events, we had 120 people.
Which was when?
Winter of 2015, 9 years ago.
Okay. So I need like open Charlie, not bullet point Charlie. Like, I hope you're able to look around and smell the roses and realize what you have created. Are you able to do that?
Well, it's not me. It's the Turning Point team that deserves the credit.
You went there. You immediately gave it to the team.
But it's not a bullet point. It's legit.
But it's your vision.
It's our vision. It is. Again, I wish I could take like a celebration lap. Obviously, I will take credit for this. I push them to a standard of excellence that I think might be, at the time, they think is unheard of. Mm-hmm. And I will take credit for always pushing and driving. But look, the execution, who could take, look, from everything from the graphic design to how speakers are treated to the AV to the attendees to promotion and marketing. I mean, it takes an army.
It does.
And by the way, this is just, as you know, a small percentage of what we do at Turning Point throughout the year.
Yes.
High school chapters, college chapters, TP USA Faith, right? From digital social media, productions, Turning Point Academy, Blexit. And that's what people need to realize. This is just one of many things we do. Mm-hmm. This is obviously the biggest event we have, but yeah.
Of those things you listed, was that the ultimate vision too, or did it just kind of evolve? Because now it is a massive movement.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it has evolved for sure. America Fest, the vision was always, can there be a meeting point for 4 days where the other 361 were doing the work, and then all of that energy comes together and then goes back out. Yeah. That was always the vision. You know, kind of bring it all together, and then we can then send people out with the encouragement, the training, the information. Yeah. And what I love about this is people of all ages, all backgrounds, families, and different type of specialty. We have Second Amendment enthusiasts. We have people that care about education reform, people that are all into the faith aspect. Tonight, we have our faith night on stage. And so that we've always wanted to lean into the coalitional diversity. And I think that's a really beautiful thing.
I didn't know there was like a kids student area.
Oh, yeah, there's a whole student VIP lounge.
Oh, I saw. There's like a dance floor and bull riding. It's really incredible. And to that point, I told you yesterday, I have 3 kids in college and they don't listen to a thing I say politically. They need to be here. But most importantly, the other 361 days, you reached my kids too. And it helped create conversation. It's a beautiful thing. Can you go back to election night? The video of when you found out, when you realized Donald Trump was going to win. I probably watched it 10 times, Charlie, because you were overcome with emotion. And right on live TV, basically, what was going through your mind at that moment?
This will sound, you'll get it, but some people are mocking it when I say this. It was the closest to like Jordan or Kobe when they kind of collapsed in the locker room, if that makes sense, where it was like your whole of body, physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, for an extended period of time. And you don't have, it's beyond like you don't have words and you don't celebrate. It is the collapsing at the finish line. And because for us and our family, we knew that if we lost, federal prison was probably in the cards and the disassembling of Turning Point. So I just want you to imagine not thinking that, but like embodying it and like visiting these campuses and doing this work and saying like, is God really going to grant us this victory? Is this going to happen? And look, for me, it's personal. President Trump's a friend of mine. Like he's been so good to me and he's been so awesome and he's been so generous. And he got shot and I thought he was dead and like, you know, and then he almost got shot again and then he almost got thrown in prison. And so you think to yourself, like, there's no way we actually can win, right? Like there's some cosmological life force that is trying to prevent it. And then it happens and you don't, it transcends reason where you don't have the capacity to be able to explain.
I didn't even think about the prison part.
Yeah.
They were going to come after you.
Oh, 100%.
And so many others.
So it was personal. It was like, wow, we've been given this reprieve from the heavens. Like, wow, we can breathe. We can have a family. Because we were obviously on a list. I mean, you know, us, Elon Musk.
Yes.
We had people telling us that too.
This, like,
members
security,
of Congress, people
absolutely. I think that most people don't realize, maybe now they do. To me, we were on the brink of disaster.
That's
literally.
correct.
And people don't realize the depth of it because they've been blinded by so much. So to me, this is, we've talked about it a lot, being spiritual, so much bigger than all of us. You've been in Florida pretty much since the election.
I only took one trip for Thanksgiving to Chicago. That's right. Been living in Palm Beach.
Insane. What has that been like?
It's been amazing. Look, the president...
What's your role? Like, what are you doing?
I have no official role. I'm just around helping where I can, advising where I can, helping out a little bit here and there on transition. No official role. I'm a friend of the president that can come in and be helpful. Because look, there's very few of us that have been along this journey that then know that what happened in 2016, 2017, we didn't make the best personnel selections, and we want to try to not just remedy that, but improve that. And look, we have Bobby Kennedy, Tulsi Gabbard. I mean, we have Kash Patel. I mean, amazing people. And so I'm just trying to help out wherever I can. And it's been an extraordinary experience. The president is so intimately involved in the people he is putting in this administration. And I think people are going to be blown away by what we accomplished in these 4 years.
Last question, because it's something that I am learning to understand and not blow off anymore. The drones. Literally, like in a Cliff Notes version, how would you describe to someone like me who's been ignoring it, the importance of why we should not ignore it, and what do you think this means?
I have no theories as to what it is. I keep on being asked, what it is. Here's what I hope it is. I hope it's a bunch of trolls that are just flying drones at night. But there's things that don't make sense. Why is it only at night, not during the day? If it's like a nuclear warhead, wouldn't they have even more drone coverage and like kind of have other, let's just say, more aggressive ways to try to find it? But what? Because I know you probably heard the theory about the nuclear warhead. Yeah. If it's Chinese, we wouldn't shoot any of them down. If it's Iranian, I have no good answer. I got nothing, and that's rare for me. I usually, by the way, you'll appreciate this. We do a show every day, 3 hours a day. So I said, Andrew, cancel the show, bring people on just about the drones. And I learned
Andrew's right there laughing at this conversation.
I learned nothing.
Nothing?
For a full hour. It was complete.
What's the blue thing? What were you saying?
No, blue beam. I didn't say that. No.
Clarify.
We're suing. We're suing the Daily Mail over this. 100%. I got asked about this 3 times. It was a Twitter account I don't control. That's not me. It's called Charlie Kirk News. I don't know who runs it. If I find them, I'm going to find them. And like he like tweets on my behalf, or she.
Oh.
And it says like this, all caps, this is a effing big deal. It's Project Bluebeam. That's not me. And all these articles start writing that it's Charlie Kirk. And imagine if there was a Twitter account that's like Sage Steele News, run by somebody you don't know, and was like tweeting on your behalf.
I'm so glad I asked this question.
See, I'm going to use this in the deposition. This right here. This is defamatory. I'm going to sue the Daily Mail. So the Daily Mail takes this Twitter account and syndicates it everywhere. I'm not kidding. We're suing them. And like all of a sudden I'm getting text messages from senators being like, Charlie, why are you talking about Bluebeam? And I'm saving all these texts. I'm like, it's not me. And the Daily Mail says, top senior advisor Charlie Kirk says, like, this is how people's names are ruined.
Absolutely.
And like they deserve to be sued for a big number for this. And again, I'm not like a happy lawsuit guy.
No, of course you're not. But like, this is wrong, and it's actually dangerous.
It's super dangerous when you have lawmakers reaching out to you, and then and it's not your fault, but you understandably.
That's why I asked the question.
Totally.
I didn't understand.
No, and anyway, so I am.
Okay, we cleared this up. Daily
Charlie
Mail,
Kirk.
watch out.
By the way, for 3 times I've tweeted at this account. This does not represent me, and I've even talked to the owner of Twitter to try to be like, can we take this down?
We know him.
And he's like, he hasn't broken policy, and I respect the principle stand, right?
Andrew says they're fixing it.
Well, hopefully they'll add an explainer, right?
Yes.
But that does not excuse the malpractice of the media that took this and then syndicates it everywhere.
And it's an example of why we as a country were in this position in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is one example of
So maybe,
millions.
Sage, here's my promise to you.
Okay, go.
If I get a $15 million settlement from the Daily Mail, I'll buy you dinner.
Dinner? Is that all I get?
Dinner.
Okay, fine.
I'll pay for all your kids to come to AmFest.
Okay, that has to happen regardless next year.
I'm going after
and
this.
You should be.
Right,
Tomorrow
thank
morning,
you.
Donald J. Trump will be here speaking. 10:30 Mountain Time, correct? Everybody can watch throughout all
Yes, that's right. Yeah, he'll be speaking tomorrow. I want to just warn everybody. So here's the way these events work, because everyone's going to get upset. There's 20,000 people here.
Yes.
But almost never in any period of time is everyone in the hall.
Right, there's no way.
However, when President Trump comes, everyone's going to be in the hall. So we obviously oversell the amount of tickets than seats. Therefore, people will not have seats tomorrow if you don't get there early. Does that make sense?
So what time?
Because if we only sold as many seats as people, well, then it would be like 1/3 full at all times.
Yes.
So just get here early and to make sure you hear the president. I've been warning the last couple of days.
Yes.
So
okay.
Just like an airline oversells, you know.
I was going to say, it's the exact same thing. It's how you do business. I love every bit of this.
Thank you.
I love
You're
you
the best.
for,
She's
for
great.
your strength and for your principle and
Isn't
for
she
helping
wonderful?
save this country. Okay, yes. Clap when he says, isn't she wonderful, right?
Clap for Sage Steele, everybody. She's great. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you
the best.
so much. God
Thank
bless
you.
you. Thank you.